Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? My name is Nick, otherwise known here as Avialence. Today we're going to be looking at the Destiny Ghost Edition, unboxing the entire Collector's Edition for you guys, which was priced around $150. And then we're also going to be taking a look at, is it worth it, of course, from my opinion, and how I feel about the overall Collector's Edition. So this is the outside box here. You've just got a silver box. Very simple, elegant design. You've got a Guardian logo on top right there, as well as the Destiny logo on each end of the box. There's nothing else significant on it, just simple, open, easy to carry, and it's nice to sling under the arm, so I enjoyed carrying this one out. I've already removed the cover. This is the Xbox One version of the game that I picked up last night. So let's go ahead and take a closer look and see what's inside. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my head off in this video so you guys can actually see what's in the box and focus on what's inside the box while we're going through the entire thing. So again, here we have the box. It's silver. You have the Guardian logo here, and you also have the Destiny game logo here. So we'll go ahead and take the lid off of the box here. And you'll see that the packaging is actually quite nice. Very well done. Again, I love the design here. Just the fact that the little details are in there is nice. And then also one thing I want to point out is it has lifts made of felt tear, which is really nice. They're just little small felt lifts that actually work to provide some decent context on the point. So we've got the Ghost here, which is obviously one of the main things in the Collector's Edition. You guys will see here that this is your Ghost, your companion, and you actually get this version in the game if you did get the Ghost Edition. So you will have a red one with small armor pieces all along showcasing that. So you get that in the game as well, which I think is really cool, so you'll have a different Ghost from everyone else. Now, here's the Ghost in detail. I know the focus is probably a little off, but very detailed, very heavyweight plastic, feels good. I would compare it to the BioShock Infinite statue. Again, this is all pretty much made by Bungie, so it's a good group of stuff. In the back here, you have your switch, which is the on-off switch, and the USB cord that is used to recharge it. So you're going to have two phases on this. You've got the on, which is the simple LED lights. It is LED lit, which is really nice. You've got the one here and the four on the corners to represent the Ghost. And it also has a motion sensor, which you can activate by pushing on the far side.
This place is amazing.
And you'll get some Peter Dinklage quotes. The motion sensor is up here on the front, so when I wave my hand,
Place is amazing.
and it's got a variety of different quotes. So that gives you an idea on the Ghost. It's pretty cool. I like it. I wish it came with a stand. It does not come with a stand to plug into the bottom so you can stand it up. So it will be sitting on a shelf or something, but it's still cool nonetheless, and I think it's actually a really good desk accessory. So we do have the Ghost. Now we're going to go ahead and pull up from here to the rest of the game. Now in here, you're going to have two objects. First of all, you're going to have your steelbook case, which is right there. Very nice steelbook case, which we'll pull out here in a second. And then you've also got your art, essentially, and a lot of the other things that they've thrown in here. So we'll go ahead and pull out the steelbook here. Here's the steelbook. Very decent quality. Again, pretty impressed by it. I think it's not half bad. These steelbooks are always pretty good. I've actually gotten into a habit of collecting them. So you do have the back there, and then if we open it up, you do have the case right there. So fairly nice case, not a lot of detail, but still enjoyable. Inside we have the game itself there. We have the expansion pass, which came with the Ghost Edition. We also have the typical stuff there, and then we also have our Vanguard pack and our unique Ghost, which have all been redeemed. So if you can somehow see through the paper, they've already been redeemed. So we do have that, and then the game itself. This steelbook isn't as durable as I would have liked. I think the nicest steelbook I've ever received is still the Assassin's Creed ones. They do a much better job, but it's still pretty durable nonetheless, and something to throw on your shelf and protect your game. So you do have the steelbook case right there. Now here on the other side we have our USB charger for our Dinklage bot. You're going to plug it into the back, plug it into a USB port, and you're good to go. That's just to recharge the battery. We also have an instruction manual for our Ghost. And then we have the art book here. This isn't really much of an art book as far as traditional art goes, so to speak, but it's more of an armament book that discusses some of the lore and provides you with a different perspective on things. So inside we're going to have two panels. These panels over here are going to represent, you get a bunch of different postcards representing the civilization before it collapsed in the game, before the darkness came. And then you have the arms and armament here. Now, the arms and armament's actually a pretty cool book we'll dive into. But let's go ahead and check out the postcards. So the postcards here are pretty nice. I think they're all very well done. You have the Venus card. You have another one here representing the core. Then you have the Freehold card, which is the civilization on Mars. And you also have another card right here. The cool thing about all of these is they're actually postcards, which are nice. They're very durable too. They're on very hard paper, so they'll last you for a little while. Now on top of this, we also get a letter. This is a letter to all Guardians, and I'll go ahead and read it out loud now, but we do have this. Now the letter reads, "This is not the way it has always been. These worlds were once ours. On a fleet of clumsy rockets we hurtled to the stars, fueled by a million miracles we couldn't possibly understand. We danced on the beaches of newborn seas, celebrating our new life, and we were happy. These are not legends as some have come to believe. The wild frontiers beyond our city still bear the hallmarks of our ascent and our destruction. Trees, once verdant, turned to stone. Violent fissures in the ground where warm seas once lapped the shore. Great cities taken by our enemies and broken by time. If you are brave enough, you may see these signs for yourself. If you are wise, you may return with stories of your own. This is your charge. Listen to the voices of our past as they call out to you from across the gulfs of space. Look upon the relics you now possess and heed the words of those great guardians who came before you. Add your light to theirs. Bring it to the black heart of our enemies. Burn away the darkness that threatens to engulf us once and for all. For the union between the past and the future is now." So that's a little call to action letter that's very neat and themed appropriately. Now this piece right here is one of my favorite elements of the collector's edition. This is a map. Now it's hard to explain over a video without having you guys physically here to feel said map, but it's the star map. So you have the star map of all the planets in Destiny. It's a different type of plastic. It almost feels laminated, which I really appreciate, which means it's not going to tarnish too badly. And we've got a serial number on the back covering that as well, so you do have that. So they're each serial numbered and everything. But very cool. I appreciate this. The quality is nice. This is probably one of the nicest maps I've ever received. Better than the cloth map that actually came with Skyrim, in my opinion. So you get a map as well. Now, the Arms and Armament novel is the second part of this. This is essentially the art book covering the arms and armaments of Destiny. I'll go ahead and flick open to a few pages here. So it's like a journal, and it's going to cover most of the unique weapons in the game. These unique weapons are legendary weapons. They're ones that you're going to want to find in the game, like the Thorn Hand Cannon here is a legendary weapon. And this book actually includes a couple hints to get it. Of course, if you got the guidebook, it's not that big of a deal, but it's still cool to have this in the collector's edition of the game. So you do have the Arms and Armament novel. I'll go ahead and open up to another random page here. Oh, already you did that one. Let's try this. There's the Hunter. That's my class personally. So, very nice art book again. I really appreciate it and it works quite well. Now here, this is something that I'm typically not a fan of, but they'll include little things in, and this is actually a emblem here, and it's focused on documents from the Ares expedition. The Ares expedition is the first expedition to Mars that discovered the Traveler, and I thought this was really neat. So we've got a couple things in the Ares expedition. We have a sticker you can put on your car or your laptop, right? So you have that based on the logo of the expedition. You also have a patch for Ares 1, which was the ship that actually went to explore the area in the lore of the game. You also have a simulated, You also have a simulated photograph here of one of the first people to explore Mars from the original trailer. Now these are cool. I don't know how well these are going to come out in the photos, but I do want to show these are X-rays. Or X-rays. I guess they technically are, so to speak, but these are actually shots from, classified files that would be Mars. They're printed on plastic, really, really cool and high detail, focusing on different elements here. Now, I haven't taken too much of a peek on them. There's numbers written in on the corners and sequences. Again, I know you can't see them very well, but they're cool little additions that I like to have in the game. And that's going to be everything that's in the Collector's Edition, guys. Let's go ahead, get everything back into a presentable state, and we'll talk about if the Collector's Edition is worth the price. So that's the unboxing of the Collector's Edition, the Ghost Edition that retailed for $150 US. And I have to say, guys, this is the most satisfied I've been with the Collector's Edition probably since I got BioShock Infinite in 2013. And we have a nice packaging here. We also get a Ghost, which has a motion sensor for the lights and the voice, which is fantastic. We have a steelbook case. We have an art book in the form of a guidebook that also is going to focus on the game itself. We have a nice case to package everything together. We've got a bunch of lithographs, quote-unquote, in the form of postcards. We've got a letter welcoming us as a guardian to the world. Little shots of the Mars mission, which I think is phenomenal. It's the starting point of the entire game. We have the expansion pass, which is $40. We have an exclusive ghost code that gives us this ghost in-game on all our characters. Plus, we also have the access to the Vanguard pack. We've got a photo from the first mission, a patch, a sticker, and a brilliant, brilliant map. All in all, I think this is absolutely worth $150, guys. This was an amazing, amazing collector's edition. I'm really happy I was able to get my hands on, and I'm definitely going to be making a small shelf space for this to exhibit it to all my friends, family, and people who decide to visit my stream. So that's going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. I know it was a little bit longer than usual, but I wanted to make sure that we went over all the elements that are in the game and all the elements that are in the Collector's Edition. If you guys have any questions about the Collector's Edition or don't feel it was worth it or anything of that nature, feel free to post them in the comments below this video. My name is Nick, otherwise known here as Avialence. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming commentary and content, and be sure to check out my live streams of Destiny throughout the week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great Destiny launch week.